in the Netherlands. You see, motherfuckers don't know that Netherlands really get wild. You don't believe me? Come on, let me show you someone called JoeyAk. He tweaking out there.
We all know rappers sometimes exaggerate what they say in their raps. But what if they're speaking the truth? Are they keeping it real, or are they simply incriminating themselves? The following person we are going to cover enjoys the necessary street cred and has been prosecuted for very serious crimes. Police suspect him of making large amounts of money smuggling drugs, all while his songs and video clips garner millions of views. However, all of that also has a very, very big downside. This is the story of JoeyAk. Joël H, also known as JoeyAk, was born on the 7th of January 1997 in Amsterdam. In 2015, when he is about 18 years old, he gets convicted for theft of a flat-screen TV, printer, and a PlayStation.
How the fuck did this nigga get away with all this shit? That's the real question. You see, that's why your ass got caught, my nigga. You trying to steal a PlayStation, a flat-screen TV, and a printer? Come on, my nigga. You know you wasn't finna get away with that shit, my nigga.
The following conviction is in 2016 for carrying a firearm and theft of cigarettes during a burglary in a warehouse.
You see, this nigga just one of those niggas that just commit crimes just because, like, you stealing cigarettes, my nigga? Like you robbing niggas for cigarettes? Like, this shit just getting outrageous off the bat.
All in all, nothing severe. However, Joey is also the face of Zone 6, a group that markets themselves as a rap formation or simple neighborhood group, though they are alleged to be involved in way more than that. According to the Dutch police, him and his group are a criminal organization that has close connections to the Netherlands' biggest coke smugglers, such as Bolle Jos and Piet Wortel. Joey is dubbed as the street king of Holendrecht, one of the less privileged neighborhoods in the southeast of Amsterdam. In this neighborhood, Zone 6 is infamous, especially among the younger kids living there. Those kids grow up.
This is Zone 6 in the motherfucking Atlanta. Ain't that what 21 Savage from? Zone 6? I don't know, bro. I ain't finna get to lie to y'all.
Up in struggling households and aspire to live the lifestyle that Joey and his group showcase in their video clips and in the neighborhood. Gold chains, bundles of cash, designer clothing, expensive watches.
You said there's lots of bad bitches in the Netherlands? We need to go to the
According
Netherlands.
to the Dutch police, the group misuses this desire to live such lifestyle as they recruit the young kids to take out coke for them from containers in the port of Rotterdam and Antwerp. They're not talking about just a few kids either. They say there are hundreds, nearly standing in line to do the work. Dutch police further said that the other group members act as his bodyguards and confidants. Some members from the group have been prosecuted for possession of firearms and others for the import of tons of cocaine. They are deemed a serious threat to the neighborhood, which even caused police to go door to door to warn parents living in this area about the group and their tactics to recruit these boys.
You see, bro, that shit pretty fucked up, bro. That y'all niggas out here trying to recruit these niggas. Like, damn, you don't want these niggas to have a chance in having a better life and, you know, doing good. You like, nah, bro. Since you from this area, bro, your parents fucked up by having you over here. That's where they fucked up at. And now they got to deal with the consequences.
In the end of December 2019, Joey would be involved in a serious kidnapping. He had given Mandy P, a girlfriend of his, a bag with 100,000 euros in cash to stash in her apartment. Sometime later, Mandy showed the bag of cash to a girlfriend of her that visited.
Bro, I'm not, boy, hell no, bro. What the fuck, bro? It ain't, you gotta be having lots of money on to be trusting a bitch with 100,000, boy. I'm not trusting nobody with 100,000. That bitch still in my possession. Oh, that bitch, that boy, ain't no one found out about that bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Folks says tell the motherfuckers to hold $100,000 for them. What the fuck? Never on gang. No one ain't never holding my $100,000 if I get it. When I get it.
A few days later, this woman visited Mandy again, and according to herself, stole 5,000 euros out of the bag. Mandy had found out that her girlfriend had stolen money and immediately told Joey. However, instead of saying it was 5,000 euros, she said that she stole everything. On the 30th of December, 3 associates of Joey went to the alleged thief's house.
Bitches be grimy as hell, bro. She did that shit so she could take the rest of the money for herself. and she just threw her friend under the bus. This is why I say you can't trust motherfuckers, bro. They be on some grimy ass shit, bro. They wanted to steal the shit just like her, but her ass motherfucker was scared to do it. But since her friend did it, oh yeah, it's an easy way for me to get off with stealing that shit. And you know the type of niggas you fucking with. If they give you $100,000, they some street niggas doing some street activity. So you know they gonna fuck up your friend, bro. You bogus as hell.
They forcefully searched her house but couldn't find the money. She managed to call the police, which arrived just after the three men fled the house. When all of this was happening, Joey was in Suriname for a performance. When he heard the news that his money wasn't recovered yet, he immediately cut his stay in Suriname short and bought a new ticket back to Amsterdam. He arrived on the 31st of December. At around 7 p.m. that day, him and 3 others kidnapped the woman together with her 2 children.
With the children? Nah, bro. Now y'all going a little bit too far and shit. But really, it comes down to the fucking friend, bro. Like, what type of friend would do some shit like that? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'd be like, man, look, they took 5 bands, bro. I ain't finna motherfucking, especially because you know what type of niggas you dealing with, bro. You know them niggas probably wouldn't have even tweaked over 5 bands for real. They just would be like, give me my money on back. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they tweaked by giving her $100,000 to even watch. Like, that's where they fucked up at from the start.
And brought her to the home of Mandy P. Here is where she would enter a true nightmare. Joey allegedly stuck the woman 9 times with a firearm on her head and knee. A few moments later, he also allegedly poured boiling hot water on her and shouted, "I want my money, otherwise your life and that of your children is over." The children were not witnesses of the events, as they were sat on another floor of the house. The woman admitted that she stole money and gave it to her boyfriend. Joey instructed the boyfriend to come and meet at a parking lot to give the money back. Afterward, the woman was brought back again to the home of Mandy P, where her kids were still located. On the 1st of January, she was still held hostage. Joey's older brother came to the house to make food for the children that were still there.
All this because a bitch lied, bro. All this because of this. Why, bro? Just stay by yourself, bro. Just stay by yourself. Being alone is the best thing.
Too, but did not give the woman anything. He left the home later that day and got arrested. He had a firearm in his possession that contained blood from the abducted woman. A police unit raided the home of Mandy P in the evening of the 1st of January. It is unknown how the police managed to get the address where the woman was held, though it most likely was due to phone signals. They simultaneously arrested Joey, who was near the home of another girlfriend of his. He had a lot of cash on him, and inside the girl's home, police found more cash, expensive designer clothing.
Oh yeah, he fucked up already. They gonna assume off the rip they saying he's a trapper. If police find you with lots of money, bro, I feel like if the police even find you riding around with $1,000 cash, bro, they gonna assume that your ass trapping on some goofy shit.
Gold and a money counting machine.
Oh yeah.
In total,
it ain't no denying that though.
Was found. 3 firearms were seized, and 9 other people were arrested.
Ain't no
On Joey's
that.
phone, police found a video of him with a firearm while he sat behind the abducted woman in a car when they waited for her boyfriend to bring the money. He fired a shot in the air saying, "Happy New Year." They also found...
Nigga, why would you do that dumb shit? Do you know that's a reckless discharge? Do niggas not know that's a reckless discharge or nah? Nah, niggas don't know that shit. Alright, niggas don't give a fuck. If he doing shit like this, he don't give a fuck about no reckless discharge.
Found another video of him questioning the woman in the house. He has always denied any accusations of him being involved in the kidnapping and only admitted that he was in the house at one point. He accused prosecutors of intentionally ruining his rap career. In a court session, he said, "I haven't kidnapped anybody. No money laundering, no firearms, no violence. I'm stuck here for 6 months without my family and my career is being completely ruined. I am depicted as a crime boss by the media, though I changed my life for the better years ago. Back in the days, I was a child without a chance. Now, you're taking everything away from me. The truth will be revealed. By sitting in jail, I get deeper in debt, and I don't know if I can save that anymore." Despite this statement, prosecutors demanded a 5-year jail sentence for Joey. On the 14th of December 2020, Joey was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Despite...
I ain't gonna bap. That shit low-key kind of good. That's low-key a kind of good little deal for him because it's kind of hard to deny you don't got nothing to do with the shit when you was at the place. Like, it's kind of hard to deny it, especially with those type of charges, bro.
Despite his frequent troubles with the law, Joey's rap career took off. If anything, all the trouble probably aided to his success. It built his street cred and showed that what he rapped was real. He also said himself that while in jail, he wrote the most of his songs. His songs and videos instantly get millions of streams. He also frequently worked together with JoeyAk, a rapper that is serving 18 years for being involved in a hit.
Oh, JoeyAk sliding, but that name is kind of wild, JoeyAk.
I've made a video about him too, be sure to check that out as well. In a podcast, Joey disclosed that police had informed him that he was on a hit list to be whacked. They did not want to tell him who the threat came from and kept it vague. Joey accused them of playing dirty games and potentially playing with his life. How could he protect himself if he did not know where the threats came from? Was there even a threat? Well, the police did not want to give him any clue. On the 12th of March 2022, Joey was allowed early parole under strict rules with an ankle monitor. However, he would soon find himself in trouble again. He initially was not allowed to travel outside the Netherlands, although an exception was made for him in August when he had to travel back to Suriname to attend his grandmother's funeral. Then, on the 28th of September, the police of Suriname suddenly issued an arrest warrant for Joey. He was accused of being involved in a shooting that happened on the 15th of August in Paramaribo and was said to be armed and dangerous. According to local news, several men fired shots at each other near a gas station after a heated argument. The men were allegedly rival coke smugglers. His lawyer, Jan Hen Kuipers, said that he knew that Joey's name was being attached to the shooting and said, "The rumors are false. They stem from the fact that there is a crisis in Suriname and Joey has a big wallet." Joey himself has also denied any involvement. A few weeks later, after the alleged shooting, on the 3rd of September 2022, a rapper named Cobus L was lured to a car wash called Happy Duck in Duivendrecht, Amsterdam. What he wasn't aware of was that at the car wash, Joey and at least 8 other members of Zone 6 were waiting on his arrival. Once Cobus arrived, he was forced into a Mercedes.
Nah, some backdoor. Lots of backdoor shit going on in these videos, bro. Like this live stream, bro, we've been hearing lots of backdoor ass shit. Like, what's going on, man?
His Vito van, where he was instructed to sit on the ground.
I didn't know he was there.
He also had to hand over his Rolex, phone, and Louis Vuitton bag. The van started driving, and inside, Cobus was being threatened by members of Zone 6 with things like, "If you don't cooperate, I'll shoot you. Jab him if he does not listen. And, if you don't cooperate, I will smash this bottle of Hennessy on your head."
I mean, that's the least sounding. That's the least threatening one, smashing the Hennessy bottle on the head. I'm like, oh shit. That sounds like what a drunk motherfucker would do at a bar.
While driving around, the kidnappers started calling friends of Cobus, demanding 50,000 euros in ransom for him to be released safely. During one call, one of the kidnappers said, "I am with that friend of yours and he has to pay. Will you pay for him?" After this conversation ended, one of the kidnappers said to Cobus, "I will take a finger off. Your people will see this as serious."
Oh.
It really wasn't looking good for Cobus. The kidnappers called another friend, and at that moment, Cobus screamed, "If they will not be paid, they will off me." One of the kidnappers hung up and told the other in the van, "I don't even care about the money anymore. Let's just off him." Cobus would go on to be held hostage for hours as the Vito drove to The Hague and back to Amsterdam. Interestingly enough, the Vito was escorted by 2 other cars. Back in Amsterdam, the kidnappers wanted to take Cobus into a home. As the door of the van opened, Cobus attempted to flee, though he was quickly apprehended and allegedly kicked and hit with a piece of wood. The scuffle that followed on the street caused residents to react to the noise. This in turn led to the kidnappers driving off. On the 15th of September,
but now the police, damn, they're gonna be on y'all ass looking for you now, because the police wasn't looking for you, but now 12 found out, oh yeah, we heard that. They're gonna be looking to see what the fuck going on.
Cobus was once again the victim of the group as he got beat up in the Dutch luxury department store called the Bijenkorf. You might have a few questions by now. What was the exact reason for this kidnapping and beating? Well, Cobus allegedly talked bad about Joey. And how did this story reach the police? Apparently, Cobus himself told them as he pressed charges.
Man, how this nigga over here looking gangster as hell? He looking like he a gangster. And then you find out this nigga over here telling? Nigga, you telling? And you looking gangster as hell? Like niggas be looking tough as hell. Looking like they real gangsters. And then they go snitch. I ain't gonna capture you. The niggas that be looking like that, bro, They ass put off that image, a tough guy image, so niggas won't fuck with him. And then when niggas fuck with him, you find out that shit was an act.
Which is highly unusual in this scene. In a video he posted on his Snapchat, he explained himself. Let's
Man,
have a
no
look.
pants, tight as hell.
Ik ga jullie één ding uitleggen, hè. Ik ga jullie uitleggen. Ik ben gewoon aan mijn pap, snap je? Ik ben niet op die mediasensatie. Dus gewoon die jongens spammen dingen van mij op internet, actie-reactie.
What the fuck is this nigga even saying, bro?
Snap je? Want ik ben niet Spaans. Einde van de rit, die mannen kwamen met 10 tegen 1. Ik ben in mijn eentje, snap je? Die mannen kwamen onsportief. Begrijp je?
You gotta be speaking Arabic or some shit, bro.
Ik heb pap. Ik deel uit.
speaking
om dingen
Arabic.
te laten doen. De straat is bang. Dan moet ik ook een onsportieve set doen. Ik ga gewoon naar die mensen, snap je?
Dutch,
Ik ga die mensen
Dutch.
uitleggen van
On
luister,
game.
deze mensen hebben me gegijzeld.
Cause I'm like,
10
bro, I
tegen
don't
1.
know what the
Ik ben
fuck
alleen.
he
Wat moet
saying.
ik doen? Moet ik in mijn eentje doodgaan? Nee. Ik ben te slim voor dat. Ik ben gewoon mijn pap. Ik ben op die mediasensatie. En uiteindelijk, die mannen cappen, zo'n 6 en die cap rappers. Snap je wat ik bedoel? Welke miljonair is bij een koude ontvoering? Dan ben je toch een idioot? Als je een echte miljonair bent, stuur je.
So basically, he's 6'9", bro. This nigga doing what 6'9" down there did the same shit after they kidnapped him, did all this shit, bro. What am I supposed to do? But I'm rich on game.
Toepas om me te ontvoeren. Die man is er zelf bij. Snap je? Dus laat die miljonair cappen niet voor jullie liegen, hè? Laat...
Not much later, he also released a diss track against Joey. The following month, Joey as well as 8 others were arrested on suspicion of kidnapping Cobus. Police found pictures and videos on Joey's phone of the incident. However, his lawyer, Jan Kopers, has always insisted that Joey was innocent and not involved in the kidnapping.
Bro, if his lawyer get him off of this shit and his ass literally got videos inside his phone, he got one of the best lawyers. He got one of the best lawyers. I ain't finna cap to you.
To make matters worse for Joey, prosecutors wanted to take 815,000 euros from him. According to them, he was deeply involved in the drug trade and organized crime. They were convinced that this is where he made the vast majority of his money, not with his rap career as he says himself. His lawyer said that he did earn all that money with rap, though a lot of it was paid off the books in cash. Joey largely splurged this money on expensive watches, designer clothing, and expensive gifts. As of writing this, October 2023, Joey is still behind bars for the kidnapping of Cobus, amongst other things. His music is still doing very well, and his constant trouble with the law only seems to be working beneficial for his image. Free AK is still a saying that lives amongst his friends and fanbase. People can't seem to wait until their favorite rapper is free again, despite what he is being accused of. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, a
Oh yeah, that nigga out there tweaking. Them niggas tweaking in the Netherlands, bro. They tweaking and then niggas snitching. Shit is wild, bro. Shit is getting wild. Shit is getting wild. I ain't gonna babble to you, but if you ain't know, now you know about Netherlands, man. If you watch this shit all the way through, I know your ass fucking with another motherfucking video. So go ahead and go watch another motherfucking video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and what? Turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. Go!